Well, money may not buy you happiness, but how your partner spends and saves might shape just how happy you feel in your relationship. There is a new study out from the University of Georgia that looks at how couples' perceptions of spending and saving link to both financial and relationship satisfaction. We're going to show you that study in a moment, but we're happy to be joined by the lead author of that study right now, Jamie Lynn Byram. Good morning, and thank you for your time.
Hi, good morning. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. It's great to have you here and to showcase this study. What exactly did it find about partner spending and how that connects to relationship happiness?
Well, we did a couple of levels with this study. We looked at the couples together, their thoughts together, and then we also looked at husbands and then wives. And at the couple level, perceptions of one another was strongly or more strongly associated with marital satisfaction and financial satisfaction. So it looks like at the couple level that the husband and the wife don't their satisfaction isn't related to how they perceive themselves. It's how they look at their partner. And then also satisfaction is relational and gendered. The husband's perception of their wives influence their marital satisfaction and financial satisfaction, and also for the wife, their perception of their husbands was strongly related to marital satisfaction and financial satisfaction.
So it sounds like perceptions are key in this study, right? I mean, if we know
Yes.
that and we want to improve how we approach spending or saving or happiness in our relationship, how should we be thinking about that, knowing perception is key here?
Well, I think communication is important. In addition to teaching, I'm also a financial planner and working with clients. One of the first things you need to do is, understand their money history, their financial thoughts, beliefs, behaviors, attitudes. How did they learn about money? How was the environment around money? What role did money play in their growing up? Because all of that forms who we are and how we perceive money. And so, if we can communicate to one another our attitudes, beliefs, behaviors, it'll help us understand our partner better. And, that can help influence, obviously, our perceptions of one another and, hopefully lead to fewer disagreements around money and, more financial harmony in the relationship.
I'm curious to know if you found any difference when it came to how long the couple had been together or how old they were. Any generational differences?
Um, well, not really. Not that I could say would be significant, statistically significant. Um, you know, we did have a number of people who were married for many decades, and but I really couldn't speak on that as far as it being significant for
Okay.
this study. So I have my own opinions, but I think,
But
I'm
we
in
are
the
talking scientific research now, right? So
yes.
let's see. I think I'm the saver in the relationship. My wife is more the YOLO, let's go have some fun. I think it's actually a nice balance. And to have the kind of opposites attract idea. I mean, from your experience as a financial planner, do you find that it's healthy to have a little bit of both in a relationship?
I do. I think that, as long as each person understands, the financial goals of the family, and they're both working toward reaching those goals, it's okay. I always recommend that people have, you can call it mad money, you can call it rainy day money. I always tell there's no judgment around this money. If you've agreed on a dollar amount, then that person can spend that money however they want. And I usually, always add, if somebody wants to wallpaper the bathroom in $5 bills using their money, they can do it. There's no judgment. And, so that usually helps with people, like understanding that they don't have to answer for every nickel and dime, that they spend, that they do have this amount that solely belongs to them, and what they do with it is their business.
It's an interesting study. I read the synopsis, and you can read it for yourself on UGA Today. Just search "How You Feel About Your Partner's Spending Habits May Affect Your Relationship." I think this could lead to some interesting dinner time discussion tonight.
Yes, absolutely. So, do want to point out two things that were interesting. For the wife, the way that she perceived her husband influenced her financial satisfaction. Um, but for the husband, if his wife perceived herself as a spender, um, we saw an increase in marital satisfaction. So I
Hmm.
think that is so interesting because of, you typically hear people complain about someone being a spender, but in some cases, and it could be to the traditional role, in the deep South,
Hmm.
that's true. But I did think that outcome was fascinating to me.
Yeah, so many layers to this. Jamie, thank you so much
Yes,
for your time.
yes,
Nice talking to you.
sure. Thanks. You too. Bye
All
bye.
right.